Well, looks like the bonus round is going to be a separate video. I had to clear out 30 some odd gigs. It's at least giving me a warning ahead of time. On the last video, the Sheldon Cooper report, that may occur more frequent because I have a kind of a, like a Viagra situation where I have this perpetual, for frankenfoods. Because that shit almost killed me. So this is really about the differences between football and soccer. I think I did that right. Football is not football, and soccer is actually soccer. As I recall from the word, an abbreviation of like a neighborhood association, ASSOC period. Soccer. Please, all the time when trying to communicate in Spanish with my Españolo friends, I do this thing right to attend it. Women go, he has such expressive eyes. Even when I'm trying to do deadpan and I'm drunk and shit. Please, I have 2 other channels up there. The Hispanics, the Latinos, think that they invented football, soccer. Well, then why isn't it, isn't it called Soccer Federation, International Soccer, whatever, FISA, what? Well, let's get this shit straight. Okay, hang on, because I really have to hold that umbrella. I'm getting some, at about a good little 20-mile-an-hour gust. This umbrella's got at least about almost a 45-inch span, so I don't get wet. Let me see if I remember my English history correctly. And, now all throughout history, people have been taking, people's heads and kicking them around like balls. I'm talking about polo or the polo stuff in the kind of the Afghani kind of area and into the, the foothills of the Himalayas. I'm talking about good old English neighborhood association soccer, which started off as a homicidal conflict between 2 neighborhood associations that either had professional or ethnic relationships. And it was homicide. That's how you kept scores. How many people got killed? That's how you goal. And by the time everybody was, all the drunks and stuff had gotten, please, I love my, rest all of them. I love the United Kingdom, and like I've said before, I'm proud to be a nation, the greatest nation on earth, to be birthed by Britain. I really don't identify as a German. I have a German last name. I already told you, it's Texas Germans, you're okay, but Pflugerville, you're okay, but fucking the Germans over there anyway. I mean, they keep suppressing this. It started out as homicidal riots between 2 neighborhood ASSOC period. That's a picture in my head. I think it's what is attributed to by the etymologists. And football is a copying of an English word, just like beefsteak. Beefsteak. In Spanish, beefsteak. Bisteca. I'm trying to practice a little bit more because I've been having a lot of lazy tongue. And this morning, my first driver was an African with the name Theophilus and knew that it came from what it meant, its linguistic origins. Uh, yeah, he got a good tip. No fragrances in the car, please. When I got to Walmart, the wheelchair I picked out, looking for an Amigo, whoever was last in that chair was wearing an adult diaper that was, oh gosh. I got to remember to take my benzalkonium chloride tropical splash wipes with me. I push products because I review them and test them and shit. I'm not trying to get money out of it. Oh my God, there's that yellow. I'm violating Jew law right there. Don't stand out, but I've already mentioned in the last video, I had to have something that's a Yellowstone, something, you notice it's right on, not a, anyway. So, football in Spanish isn't really like a word because the word for foot is pie, pies, kind of like Piedmont, foot of the mountain. Don't really remember any word for foot in Spanish that sounds like foot. It's a bastardization, just like beefsteak. Soccer is in English. It's homicidal. It's kind of like that. Isn't hurling Irish? It's like legal homicide with a stick. You know, at least the English kept it civilized, s'il vous plaît, and just use their feet and headbutting and stuff like that. But the real score was kept by number of bodies, as I recall. They don't really want to talk about it too much. Motherfucker. I'm sorry that my blood sugar was a bit low and I needed that meat. Now that I'm waking up, I'm having to face about a steady 20, 25 mile an hour wind. I'm trying to think of a kind of a bonus round of this. Yeah, okay, I got a bonus. You know, we Americans, I have a feeling someone is approaching me with a donation.
Oh, so I wanted to give you these. They're hot hands. They get hot, so when
Yeah,
it's cold,
yes, no, they're actually, that's very good. They're very good. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Hand warmers, I've got a case of them, but you can never have too much of this stuff. I had a feeling because of the way they were approaching, it was, anyway. American football, because my brother Charlie, the asshole brother. American football in the beginning, they didn't even really use, they were like the English, they didn't use helmets. Then because, you know, every game you almost wiped out the entire team, you had to recruit a new team, they started going with these leather helmets to create an illusion. But some of the stories I've read about the origins of American football is those guys that just, you know, every football game, they came out all, especially like their face and teeth gone and all cut up, mashed up, busted up, head, but you know, it's starting, oh God, it's 30 mile or, hope you're getting my voice okay. Anyway, for kind of a reference, because my brother tried to stick with that English style of, yeah, I'm a badass, and because he was known for only wearing the one bar, because my brother, okay, look up in Sports Illustrated a feature article titled "The Last of the Old Leather," because my brother was, I think they were still wearing leather helmets with no face mask before he went in the pros. Oh, God. I can't afford to lose that umbrella onto the parkway. I've got to bring it under control. Here, that's better. Last of the old leather, Sports Illustrated, Charlie, spelt in the feminine style, not with a Y. Actually, let me show you. I always do this with my wife. She really wouldn't catch it. I was moving it with my tongue. Other people don't see it because you're not looking right in my mouth like the camera is. I have kind of prehensile lips too, anyway. If I were in a Western, I'd be doing that regularly. Rolling one of them little cigars and cigarrillos. Anyway, and in that article, I'm Baby Buster. Whose Baby Buster is your bonus round on this one, baby? But he really tried to portray the masculine ideal of badass while being, using his Texas social graces. But in general, really, I think it was the drugs primarily. Pretty sure he was one of the first to get human growth hormone. Broke his arm his rookie year, but the cheap-ass Morabito sisters kept him on. This is your bonus round. This is history you ain't gonna find nowhere else except inside this old head. The Morabito sisters who owned the 49ers were notoriously cheap. And if they found good talent, they wouldn't pay you much, but they'd keep you on forever. They let him slide. He broke his arm going into his rookie year. They didn't terminate his contract. He was a double All-American. He was kind of good looking, easy on the eyes. I'm sorry, I'm starting to do that mug. I'm hyper emotive. It's getting on my own nerves. So, oh gosh, a little something to the eye. And I blink a lot because I'm a glaucomic. Sometimes blinking is associated with prevarication. Not in my case. I have constant outflow from the glaucoma. So you might want to look that up. I think American football is just, despite now they are all, they even got them kidney protectors and stuff like that. They got them boys all padded up, and they've gone back to natural turf because AstroTurf was killing us. Oh, that's your super secret bonus question. So I turned the bonus round into one big bonus round. You want to know why they actually brought in AstroTurf? Are you still listening? Because you're going to miss it. I may not repeat this. My brother Charlie was the NFL union player rep for the Niners. And he told me later what the real reason for AstroTurf was. And he was told how to sell it to the other players to vote for bringing in AstroTurf. The abomination known as AstroTurf. They had all this evidence to prove. I'm sorry, I'm doing that again. They had all this evidence to prove that, it reduced, foot, ankle, knee injuries, hip injuries, but it actually radically increased head, neck, shoulder injuries. And really wasn't sped up the game a lot, but it's like playing on tarmac. It's kind of like a very, about a 1/8 of an inch thick, because it gets compacted very quickly and turns into, I'm going to go into what we call astro dust. It causes turf toe where your shoes stop so quickly that the bone keeps going, and oh my God, your toes are so tender for the first month or so. Oh God, you start That's when you need pain pills to start, not to play, but after you finish practice or playing. Oh, and because I tried the first soft lens contacts, I played ball without. I'm pretty nearsighted. I played ball without wearing my glasses. I tried some athletic glasses once, and oh my God, they were really just the sweat and the mud and shit like that. And that's where I'm going with the AstroTurf story. It's all really about the mud. So you didn't really see a decrease in total number of injuries. And now they're going back because I've told the story quite a few times. Charlie told me what it's really all about. And that actually helped with my schoolmate Brad Carvey's CGI imagery in the Evolution Sonnet. What they really wanted, it was for the TV people. TV people wanted a nice, clean, green format and wanted to be able to read the numbers, at least their spotter. Because, after a couple of rains and a couple of games, that feels all tore up and muddy, which actually added to the hilarity and unpredictability of the outcome of a game. But it was really all about that green format, which later was perfect for green screen and CGI, which are, they're using so much and stuff. So that's the real truth behind AstroTurf. It was originally invented for the Astrodome because there wouldn't be enough sunlight, and then they had to sell it to other stadiums, and those stadiums have since gone back to natural turf and an open roof and just an arching overhang for the audience, for the fans in the stands. So I hope I've been of some help in this extra bonus round. And I hope you understand, I'm really the next Hispanic person who tries to tell me that they invented football. I'm gonna get all posh on the ass. What is futon? What are you saying? There is no foot or ball. Bolsa, bag or sack is about the closest you're gonna find. Don't remember no foot anywhere in the Spanish department. It's pies, plural. So, last of the old leather, and one of the few guys that can whip his ass, me. And on this one, Alice, dear, I didn't really mean that to the moon. I love you, Alice. That's actually an Australian reference. I think about what I say. I just need to start thinking faster, especially when I start talking to somebody else's dialect or their language. But things are slow sometimes. I get a little kind of, I'm always dehydrated. And I usually have this long period where I don't eat because I don't have any appetite from chronic pain and glaucoma. So, end of the bonus round.